Yep. Yeah. Is that it? No, that's not it. But I figured this was something I was thinking about a lot lately. It's on my mind. I thought to myself, I'm single now. I can freely express some certain thoughts and opinions and not have to worry about breakdown of a potential relationship or would be girlfriend or my girlfriend being upset about the situation depending on how she took it. Um, but yes, is sex all men care about? Uh, in my opinion, would have to be yes. Now, let me elaborate because it's not as bad as it sounds, um, but it may sound bad in the beginning. I want to start with what I can remember first off, and then I'll just lead into the other things. I think that when men say, I love you, I think that they're saying, I love making love to you. And I think, or if you want to turn it into something bad, when men say, I love you, they love you because you're going to fuck them and they're going to be able to fuck you, right? Oh, I think, and for the people who are like, yeah, men, that's all they care about, da 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 da. Yeah, kind of. But women also do the same thing with their own ulterior motives. I think when women say I love you, they say I love you for the security you provide for me. Um, so men, we kind of lead more towards the sexual side of relationships, and women tend to, okay, so before I get a bunch of people jumping down my throat, tend to jump towards the security, money aspect of it. I think that for men, I think that um, probably maybe 25 of the relationship, 25% of the relationship, it would be the companionship of it, right? And then I think 75% of it would be um, the sexual aspect of it. And I think women, I think probably 25% of it is the sexual aspect, and 75% of it is security. And so to lead into some things, to elaborate on the women for a second, this isn't about women, but you see, I hear a lot of women always say, my boyfriend is not marrying me yet. He's not marrying me yet. And they bitch and they bitch and they bitch and they bitch about, he's not marrying me yet. Now, what is that for? They want the security. Their society says that if you get married, that there's more security and structure, and that's the way things are. So women want the title, that fucking piece of paper, and that moment of lapsed, paused time to be able to show the world, look at my security. So the reason I expressed the piece about women is I don't think men's sexuality is bad at all, and I hope to elaborate on that. And I don't think we should judge each other's sexes because both people are going into it with something different than what we think love should be. Um, women are always, oh, all he thinks about is sex. Okay, what? That's who we are. And most of you women are looking for security, somebody to protect you, the protector, right? Um, and there's issues with both, but we both have things that um, perhaps maybe it's a societal thing, we get stuck into um, in relationships. Um, oh fuck! I had something. I forgot it. Shit. Uh, Further, I think about myself, and I think about like being single right now, and I think about like what is like the real reason why I I miss having a girlfriend. The answer, if I would be truthful to the world, would be I really just miss having. Yes, okay, I am a very nice, pleasant individual. I'm very nice to girls and all that. I'm very respectful. So I do like all that gushy-wushy stuff and the nice stuff and going out and, being with each other, looking at stars, honestly. And, giving a girl poetry, what the fuck ever. But mostly what I miss is a woman, one woman, I like to be monogamous, that I can have sex with. that's really, that's really like what I'm thinking about. Like I'm not here like, oh, I want a girlfriend because I just miss going for tea. Oh, I want a girlfriend because I just miss reading books together. Oh, and a girlfriend. Because you know what? I don't need that security. Do you know what I mean? So the side of it that's like saying like I need somebody to fill a certain gap is not really there. So if a lot of people say, well, I want to be with somebody. Another security thing, a lot of women, and I've heard this myself, by the way. I'm not just guessing. I'm not that much of a cocksucker. I'm going off the majority of what women tell me. High majority too, by the way, because I do talk to a lot of women. I get a good connection with women, and they tell me their honest truth because I'm not their boyfriend, So they tell me their honest opinion. I date guys for their money. I date and look all over the place, man. I see these people. Okay, fuck. I don't want this to be too long. Quick. Um, what was I saying? Fuck it, doesn't even matter. So that's what I miss, right? Oh, because of security. A lot of women get married and want all these things. Well, I don't want to be alone at night. I don't want to have to lock my doors. I want somebody to be there when I die. Like for me, like I'm not really worried about all that stuff. Like I'm pretty good by myself, and I can't say I would. I'm not afraid of death, but I mean, I think I've done a lot of soul searching and will continue for the rest of my days. A lot of deep down soul searching, and I've gotten pretty close to myself, so I'm not really worried about that all being all that alone shit. I like to be alone, but I don't have a vagina on my body, so that part is always coming up short. And now the thing is, this is not, once again, to say that I would just go out and have sex with anybody, because that's not really the type of person I am anymore, and that's not really the lifestyle I want to lead anymore. Because I still am looking for one person that I could share that peace with. So I mean, look at the majority, right? Why do a lot of divorces end? Or why do a lot of marriages end? Sexuality. A lot of women, when they have babies, stop having and get married. They stop having sex with their husbands. So there's sexuality, the lack of sex ends marriages. The other one that's really big is money. Oh, so you say, oh, Trev, he's onto something. Yeah, because on the one side, it's like if the sexuality ends, the man's not going to be fucking happy. Not at all. And could potentially cheat, have a mistress, and or leave. Yet on the other hand, if there's money issues, the woman could flip because of the security issue there and not see the fulfillment in in the male and say, well, fuck you, I'm gonna go find some Wall Street, what the fuck ever. I'll take these off. I don't want to, but I'm kind of blind right now. That glare blows ass. So the money's not there, so she feels like your security is gone, right? Security. um, and because I think to myself, like, and I think that my female friends and the female women, the female women, the female, I'm fucking tired right now. Okay, so my brain's fucked up. The females that I know would say that I'm a very respectful person because I am. This isn't meant to be a disrespectful video. That women are just meat. But to go off that, I'm thankful I remembered. Um, Men are also treated like meat, so don't use that against us. Are we just meat? Well, a lot of men are just treated like providers. Like go to work, make my money, do this shit, and it's like, is that all I am? You know what I mean? Like, is that all I am? Like, I'm just supposed to go and make money and get a house. That's, you know what I mean? So it's like, if you can't, I put this video out because I think that there's so much negativity towards men for being so sexual creatures, and it fucking pisses me off. Because I'm not a pervert, I'm not a rapist, I've never forced anything upon a woman. I don't think I've even ever said something perverted where a girl was like, ew, gross, look at you. Like, I don't do that shit. But all I'm saying is, this is the side that we are. We are lions. Okay, this is big in my life right now. I've been thinking about lions in the jungle and how we're just animals, and that's the truth. Like, we have these instincts, and we want to dominate. We're kings of the jungles. We want to pounce, you know. So I was thinking about just like an average everyday life of like myself, right? Like, as I said, like, I don't sit there and gawk at women or say goofy shit or disrespect them, but you know, I think about like, let's just say like I was to go to the mall, I would be just scanning like the Terminator. That's how I kind of compare it. You know, just scanning for sexual things to look at. It doesn't matter if I was with a girl, without a girl. Fucking, my glasses were off and I could hardly see, and I had to squint. If I was sick, if I fucking had diarrhea, it just wouldn't matter. I would just be looking. And I will go back. You should check this video out by me, by the way, to something I said in a video called Let's Talk About Sex, Baby. Let's talk about you and me. I said that I knew a man who described it one day, and he said, Trevor, we should not feel guilty about loving to look at women, because the beauty of a body is like the beauty of a flower and the beauty of nature, because in a way we are nature. We were created to be appealing to each other, and I love women's body. I love them. Like, I'll worship a woman, man. You know, like, I love the way they look. So he told me, he said, you know, I told my wife straight up, he said, I told her I'm gonna look at these things, because he said it's like looking at a rainbow. It's like looking at a flower. You know, it's like looking at architecture. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And as long as me myself, I don't feel that I have disrespected them or gawked at them or said something disgusting to them, I don't feel guilty at all doing my Terminator scan and booty, titties, nice lips, you know, childbearing hips. You know, I like it. That doesn't. I don't. You know, and if so, would that be something I would look for in a woman? Strong sexuality? Yeah, believe it, because you know, if wanting to worship my significant other's beautiful body is wrong, then I don't want to be right. You know, I don't want to be right. And there's all this shit about, oh, you just want to fuck me. Oh, you just, you know what? If you're together with somebody, why would you say that? You know, it's like, why would you hold that against them? Like, that's a natural, you know, it's like you never, well, you do hear men bitch sometimes about all she wants is money, but hardly as much as you hear women complain about. You just have sex. I don't want to, I don't want to, I don't want to, I don't want to. Yeah, and we feel bad about it. Well, I'm not supposed to feel this way. No, yeah, no, I'm not gonna feel bad. Hell no. So, what was the quote? All men care about is sex. Probably, um, you know, it's just, so there's like certain things like in a relationship, you know, that probably a man looks for that maybe a woman wouldn't, you know. Like a man, like for me, like I would really, a trait I would like in a woman is a chick who swallows and gives head. I'm fucking serious. Why? Because that is so important to me. And the sad thing is, I feel embarrassed to say that because people are gonna be like, oh my god, he's so disgusting. It's not disgusting at all. This shit is, it's just as important. It's just as important as love to me. It's just as important as to be nice. It's just as important as providing for a woman. It's just as important as having kids. I mean, this shit is fucking important. So I don't feel bad saying I wish that my wife would provide for me sexually. It's not like I'm not willing to do the same thing in return. I don't want to be right. You know what I'm saying? And so the thing that we have to understand about each other is, do women want security? Yes. Do men want to have sex with you a lot? Yes. And you should give it to them. And we should give you security. And we should work together instead of saying, oh, men are so bad for wanting to use their penis. Like, it's fucking wrong or something. You know, this, walking around like everybody's Jesus Christ. Oh, thou shalt not sleepeth with the vagina if it's not has a ring on it. Put a ring. No, no. And we should not hate on women for wanting to be, for us to keep them secure. To be the strong, dominant male figure in the relationship and in their lives. No, that's cool, man. That's fine. But don't hold off the most important aspect, of a relationship because a lot of women do it because they want to like control us or like use it against us. Like, don't do that shit. You can fucking play around, but a lot of us aren't gonna put up with that bullshit. You know what I mean? Um, Let me see how this one went. I hope I got it all out. I wanted to phrase it in a way as to where you didn't think any longer that it was horrible that we felt that way. It's a little long.